kids, today we're doing lesson 11.2, and it's how are degrees related to fractional parts of a circle. So like I said in the last video, a circle makes 360 degrees, just like a clock, okay? Every movement is 1 degree, all right? So if it's going 2 spots, it's 2 degrees. 3 spots would be 3 degrees, and all the way around it's broken up into 360, and I obviously can't draw them all, but you get the idea. So it's broken up into 360 little lines that make up a circle, okay? So if we're looking at a circle and we do what we did yesterday, let's say that that circle has 360 parts. So our denominator is 360. And our numerator tells us that 50 of those parts are shaded in. Well, how many degrees are shaded in? So if the angle is 50 out of 360, when the denominator is 360, that's the whole, okay? So then we know we just take the numerator and we put it down, and it's 50 degrees, okay? So let's do a few examples like that. Let's say it was 75 over 360. Well, because the denominator is 360, all I have to do is take the numerator, it's 75 degrees. Let's say it's 225 over 360. Well, since the denominator is 360, all I have to do is take my numerator, and it's 225 degrees. So we need our denominator to be 360, and then all we have to do is take our numerator and write it down. But the thing is that, what if we had an angle that turns through 1/6 of a circle? Well, is my denominator 360 here? No, my denominator is only a 6. So what I need to do is I need to create a fraction that is equivalent to 1/6. So I need a fraction with a denominator of 360. Let me leave a little bit of space here. So I want a 360 denominator. So I have a 6. What can I do to this 6 to get 360? Well, if I get rid of this 0, I see the number 36. And if I know my multiplication facts, 6 times 6 equals 36. So 6 times 60, 6 times 6 is 36, and then I add my 0. So 6 times 60 is going to give me 360. So I'm going to multiply this 6 by 60 to get 360. Then what is my rule? Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top, which means I have to multiply this 1 by 60. And 1 times 60 is 60. Now I have a denominator of 360. So all I have to do is take my numerator, and that is 60, and this is 60 degrees. Let's do a few examples of this. Okay, let me piece the board. Let's look at these. So the first one, remember, I always want my denominator to be 360. On this first one, my denominator is 360. So this is an easy problem. All I have to do is take the numerator, write it down, and that's how many degrees this is. Okay. For this next one, I see the denominator is 5. So this one isn't going to be as easy. I'm going to have to do some work to solve this one. I want my denominator to be 360, which means I need to find an equivalent fraction to 1/5 where the denominator is 360. So I'm going to have to do some work in my head. 5 times what number gives me 360? I'm going to have to divide because I don't know that off the top of my head. So I'm going to do 360 divided by 5. 5 goes into 36 7 times, and 5 times 7 is 35. Divide, multiply, subtract. 7 take away 5 is 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. Bring down. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Divide, multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract. That's 0. I don't have anything else to bring down. I have no remainder. So it's 72. So 5 times 72 is going to give me 360. So whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. 1 times 72 is 72. Now my denominator is 360. So all I have to do is take my numerator, write it down, and I put this little circle on top. That little circle means degrees. So we put that to say that this is 72 degrees. Okay? Let's do the next one. 1/8. My denominator is not 360. So I have some math to do that I need to solve. Okay? I need a denominator of 360. So again, I have to think about it. 8 times what gives me 360? I don't know, so I'm going to do some division on the side. 360 divided by 8. So I'm going to start 36 divided by 8 is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Okay, 6 take away 2 is 4. Subtract. And then bring down. Now I have 40. 40 divided by 8 is 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract. Nothing else to bring down. My remainder is 0. So 36 divided by 8 is 45. That means 8 times 45 equals 360. Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. 1 times 45 is 45. Now I have a denominator of 360, so all I have to do is write down my numerator and put my little degree symbol. So this is what you're looking for. Is your denominator 360? If it is, just write down your numerator, you're done. If it is not, we need to find an equivalent fraction with 360 as our denominator. You may have to do some division, like Mrs. Villaggio had to do, in order to figure out what you're going to multiply it by. Okay? You have your reteaching today, and then you're doing 11.2 on Think Central. Okay? If you have any questions, reach out to me. Have a great day.